a cabin. And right when I was walking up to the cabin, I heard my mom scream.
All right, I need to stop you right there. What you're about to do is make a formal confession of murder.
If I don't have you paying attention to me, I can't even get off my ass to buy you flowers. You deserve more, especially on Valentine's.
Well, look, on the bright side, you can spend this time on your back savoring the anticipation.
Anticipation of what?
Use your imagination.
Alright, so you don't care that I've just been fired. I don't have a paycheck, no pension, no shiny badge, which also means no fancy gifts for my Valentine.
You are alive. You have a future. That is my present.
I've never been fired from any job in my entire life.
This is killing you, isn't it?
It's not my proudest moment.
Well, Agent Rayner's a jerk. I mean, seriously, what idiot walks in here when you're laying in a hospital bed after being shot and threatens you?
He's just upset. He wants me to admit that I was shot by Sonny. Can't blame Rayner.
Okay, well, you're a good cop, and you risked your life undercover. You are dedicated. You're not on the take. They should be begging you to stay.
Okay, whatever. It's done, all right? Just try not to dwell on it.
You told me you became a cop to stand up for what's right. So why don't you stand up for yourself? We can do this, Dante. Stand up to Agent Rayner and fight for your job.
Michael told us he's the one who really killed Claudia, but you can't let him confess. Please, Uncle Jason, can't you stop him?
Sam, if I show up at the PCPD to come...
Yeah. This is exactly why I keep having tickets in the glove compartment for this type of emergency.
Wait, aren't parking tickets bad?
No, that's inconvenient mostly, but it's worth parking in a loading zone or an alley for $25. I have a legitimate reason to show up at the police station.
That's so cool.
Not cool. Smart. I'll call you.
Okay.
Sam's really smart, and she's helped Michael out of trouble before. Yeah, but this time Michael's confessing to killing someone. By accident? Jason, can I ask you a question? Why didn't you just call the police when Michael killed Claudia? Why did there have to be this big cover-up? I mean, isn't it way more trouble to break the law than to follow it?
I'm going to confess to killing Claudia, right? And you're going to put in a plea of self-defense. There you go.
Well, there goes my superlative win record. Some federal prosecutor just hit career lotto. They're going to take you down. They're going to take my professional reputation down.
This isn't about your reputation, Diane. Claudia kidnapped Carly at gunpoint. There were dozens of witnesses there. I'll just say I killed Claudia because I went to rescue Carly and the baby, just like Michael did. But we're going to tell them it was me instead.
But the authorities have statements from you, Carly, and Sam that paint an entirely different scenario, which means there's been a cover-up.
I don't care as long as Michael is never suspected.
You're not listening to Diane. If you confess, she's telling you she may not be able to get you acquitted.
Is that what you said?
Times, yes, several times with increasing emphasis. Yes, it all depends on the makeup and tenor of the jury, but even if we impound 12 women with a weakness for dimples, the case against you may simply be too strong.
Diane, how many times do I got to say this? A woman kidnaps another woman at gunpoint. She's pregnant, right? You can't prove a whack job like that, self-defense? What are you doing?
The whack job was your wife, whom you threatened in public. Not to mention you outweigh her by, 30, 40 pounds of pure muscle. And she was killed by blunt force trauma. That does not read self-defense, Sonny. It reads one pissed-off mobster took a swing at his wife.
Well, you know what? You are great at what you do. So you're gonna convince the jury otherwise?
You hope.
I don't care. I'm gonna do what I have to do to save my son.
Look, I heard my mom screaming. I knew that there was something wrong, and I don't know, some kind of instinct just kicked in, I guess. I grabbed the first thing I saw, which was an axe handle.
What kind of axe?
It was just the handle. Does it really matter? I mean, I went through the door. My mom was on the couch. Claudia had Jocelyn in the basket. My mom was yelling at Claudia to give her back the baby, but Claudia was already headed for the door.
Go on, Michael, go on.
I swung the handle. I swear I was just trying to stop Claudia. But when she fell, I realized I killed her.
Michael confessed that he just killed Claudia.
What you just told
He
me is a
confessed that he
serious
just
crime.
killed
It's
Claudia.
known as obstruction of justice.
He's not believing him.
Giving a false confession is
Giving a
against the
false
law.
confession is against the law. He's not believing him. He didn't take his confession. But what's he up to? Does he only want Sonny? And he doesn't want you. He says it's a false confession. False, false, false confession. False, false.
It's new. It's clean. And ugly and sad when it shrivels up and dies.